Welcome to Tynan Motors, and today we're very lucky to have Steve Mortimer with us, Garry from Tynan Motors as well, and Kelly from Max Employment. We've been extremely lucky to be introduced to Garry, who has been coming through the Max Employment. How about we just find out how it all happened? Kelly, do you want us to give us a little rundown?
Yeah, sure. So we're a local job services provider and we help unemployed people get back into work. So I was lucky enough to meet Garry probably about 8 months ago, I think, and we worked with him and saw some really good qualities, and yeah, we just really wanted to see him get some work. Steve Mortimer, who is our ambassador, met with Garry and helped us as well, and introduced him to Madeline at Tynan.
And just on that, I live in the Shire at Illawong, and I always knew about Madeline Tynan, and I thought there was apparently an opportunity there, so I thought I'll ring, but Madeline wasn't in, but she kindly phoned me back again, and I spoke to her about Garry and the great attitude that he's got, and where are we from there? I think we're about 4 months on, aren't we? Or 5 months on.
Yeah. So yeah, July the 4th.
Yeah,
there you go.
So we've been extremely lucky because it is hard to find good staff, and through Max Employment we've found Garry, which has been a fabulous fit for our company. And how did you get involved with Max in Employment?
I was doing a State of Origin talk up at Suncorp Stadium, and Michael Hobday was the Managing Director of Max Employment. He was sort of pretty happy with what I had to say, and then he said, "What are you doing yourself?" And I told him what my business is. He said, "Would you have could you put across a day for Max Employment?" So I do that, and what I basically do is I open up the door at government level, corporate level, and really to grow the awareness of Max Employment, which is the largest job service provider in Australia. So I enjoy it. I really enjoy Madeline, like Garry, having a job here, but seeing Australians walk the path of life with a job. It's a complete new world for them and a better world for them.
Yes, exactly. And how do you actually get fits for people with their jobs? Like with Garry, for instance, you ringing me?
Yeah, well look, I go straight to Kelly, and under Kelly's team, she's got a job place coordinator and all that sort of stuff. So what they do is they groom the clients, they train the clients, and I go to Kelly and say, well, who have we got here? And he was the first one that she mentioned. That's why you're here today.
And I guess Garry's a little bit of a special story too. He's a mature man that has some really great skills and did have some health concerns along the way with overcoming cancer. And yeah, we really wanted to build on some of the strengths that he had, although not being able to work in some sort of roles. He had some interest in refurbishing caravans, and then we sort of went along the lines of car detailing, and that's where we came to this workplace.
So what did you get out of it, Garry? I mean, obviously you're with me,
yep.
But how did you find Max Employment? Did you look them up in the local paper, or how did you find them?
No, the government actually lined it up for an employment provider. But with Max, I found they give you ongoing training. You start at my age and being off for a certain amount of time, you start getting depressed, where they had courses show you that just because you're over 50 doesn't mean you're not going to work again. No, 40. Yeah, it just shows you, you are wanted out there and that. And then Kelly asked me my interest, like she said, and took it from there.
But
and Steve done the legwork.
It's hard to find people with skills these days, and I think sometimes they can be overlooked. As a mature person like we are, our skills get overlooked, and it's been wonderful that we've been able to get matched together and enjoy the employment process.
And just to add to that, Madeline, what this fella here has a great attitude of life, and that's for everyone. You know, if you're skilled, even if you're not skilled, if you've got a good attitude, then you're going to get skilled up. And you know, that's exactly what I think. Why I admired Garry as being a potential good employee of a business, and it's so glad to see that he's under your care and governance, and as one of the premium car dealers in Sutherland Shire.
Well, thank you. I don't know who's under whose care. He does a lot of the caring too, so I think it's a win-win situation. Thank you very much today for everyone coming along from Max Employment, and also to Garry for his part in this as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.